Hello there, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I am Donna E. Knight, and I am glad you are here for another sophisticated video. Today, we're going to be talking about the angry black woman. Okay, I'm a black woman. Am I an angry black woman? We're going to talk about it. I want you guys to stick around. We'll be right back. Hi, guys, and welcome back to another sophisticated video. Okay, so let's talk about this angry black woman phenomenon. One of the reasons that I really wanted to talk about this subject is because in a couple of weeks, we are going to have the first black woman to serve as the Vice President of the United States. What an amazing accomplishment. My hat goes off to Kamala Harris and everything that she has accomplished. I think it is amazing. Black woman to black woman, like, you go, girl. That's what I'm saying. But one of the things that really stuck out to me and that really kind of bothered me when it was official that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris would be taking this office on January the 20th is that during the debates, particularly the debate that she had against Mike Pence, who is the vice president now, they immediately went to her being aggressive and angry. I cannot tell you how that ruffled and got under my skin because me, myself, as a black woman, every time we try to be assertive or strong or straightforward or forthcoming with information and very to the point, very candid, we are immediately taken to be a threat. We are immediately put under the label angry black woman. So I thought that would be a great discussion for today on my YouTube channel to talk about the angry black woman myth. First of all, is it true? Is it true that we as black women are angry? Are we angry? And if so, why? Why are we angry? Is our anger, aggressiveness, or straightforwardness, is it justified? Let's talk about it. Let's answer these questions. Is this something that is true? Should we be labeled as angry? Okay, before we go any further, I need to stop right here because I need you guys to do some housekeeping things first. Okay, look, subscribe, like, share. Very simple. Subscribe, like, and share. Okay, take a minute to share this with your friends, your other girlfriends. Let them get in on this conversation. I believe all black women, or just women in general, whoever, has feedback about this conversation. Even black men. I know you guys have an opinion about this angry black woman. And the reason why I say that I know that men, particularly men of color, I know that you guys have an opinion about this is because I wrote a book called Unlock the Mystery of Love. And then in chapter 3 of my book, I have some very interesting statistics about marriage in my book. Okay, here's my plug. If you haven't got my book, it's available on Amazon.com, Unlock the Mystery of Love. Also available on Lulu, LULU.com, Unlock the Mystery of Love. But, I know they have an opinion about this because marriage these days kind of reflect this angry black woman phenomenon because there are a lot of men of color that are choosing now to marry outside of their race. And some of the reasons for that is because they say that black women are angry. So stick a pin in that. We'll be back to that topic in a little bit. So back to the discussion of women of power who are black being labeled as aggressive and angry. Let's get back to that subject, okay? So when, Kamala was debating Mike Pence and what have you, which she did a very good job in that debate, in my opinion, the Trump team immediately attacked and said that she was nasty, and they put her under the label of angry. Now, like I told you all earlier, that really ruffled my feathers because, you know, me, I've been put in that category before. Like, what? You know, in the work world, the corporate world, whatever, however you have it, there's a lot of times that I have to be very, very assertive and very, very straightforward with people because, for one, I'm a woman. For two, younger. And three, I'm Black. Okay? So when you're in a room and you're having a confrontation with a non-Black person and you start getting very candid with your remarks and very strong with your remarks, which is something that's in our culture, we communicate in a strong fashion. You know, people of non-color are quick to say, you need to calm down. Look, let me tell you something. Look, I cannot stand that. They always tell you that you need to calm down. Okay, how can you tell a person that they need to calm down when they're sitting in a chair talking to you and they're not calmed up? How can you calm down when you're not even calmed up? You know, people immediately get defensive when the Black woman, and I would say the Black man as well, when we get very straightforward, very to the point, you know, people of non-color are very quick to say, oh, you need to calm down. So, you know, that is the reason why that ruffles my feathers so very much. It's because that's always the label attached to us, is that we are mad. And a lot of times it's not mad. So this is where our history lesson begins. Are you ready, class? So, like I said, we are not mad, okay? We're not mad. What we are a group of people who has been put in a box for so long that we feel like we want to scream, okay? No one understands what it feels like to, first of all, be a woman and then to be Black and to walk into a room and have people discredit you from the moment you enter the room, okay? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that that can be very frustrating. Year after year, as time goes on, it gets very frustrating to every single day have to initiate identifying and explaining and justifying who you are every single day to the people in the outside world. So we are not angry. We are just tired of explaining ourselves. Okay? Does that make sense to all of you non-Black people? We are not angry. We are just tired. Okay? Tired. Okay? We've been saying who we are, telling you all that we know this, we're worthy, I'm smart, I can get this done, and no one is listening. No one is listening to us. So we can't laugh and joke and play with you guys when we're explaining ourselves. Because if we laugh and joke and play with you guys, you immediately take our kindness for weakness. So that's what it is. We have to be very strong to get the regular response that you would give to a person just because. You don't give it to us. When we say something, you don't listen. But when Joe Blow says it, okay, you listen. So that is the box that women of color are put in. And so we are screaming to get out of this box and to have everyone respect and understand us, but nobody's doing it. Nobody's listening. Nobody's respecting us. Nobody's responding. So we have to be aggressive to get our place in this world. Because one thing that Black women that we do, we hold people accountable. We believe in accountability. And let me tell you why we believe in it. Because this world holds us accountable for everything. Okay? We are the mother of this nation. We've been held accountable for everything forever since the dawn of time. So we are very good at holding others accountable because you guys always hold us accountable. Okay. So that is why some of you men of color cannot handle us, because we tend to be the accountability police. Now, are we too aggressive at times? Yes. We need to probably retone and reshape our approach, which we're going to talk about in part 2 to this video. I'm going to give some tools so that we can maybe reshape all of this. But in part 1, I wanted to explain to you guys what this is so that we can all be on the same page and have a clear understanding. Okay. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page. We have a clear understanding of where the Black woman is coming from. And then we can talk about in part 2, how we can reshape some things and partner together to make this a little bit feasible for us all. But I didn't mean to call y'all black. Back to the man. Do not use being held accountable as an excuse for not wanting to date a woman of color. Okay, we are going to talk a little bit more about this in part 2, relationships and, the dynamic of the Black woman and the Black man. We're going to dig into that a little bit more in part 2. But I just want the Black woman to know and the Black man to know that do not get hung up in this myth of the angry Black woman, because it disserves us as a community. Okay, your Black woman is not angry. She just wants you to hear her. She wants you to understand her. We want to have a voice. The Black woman, we want to have a voice. We want to be valued. And if we look at this world in a vertical, horizontal line, who's at the top and who is all the way at the bottom? I don't even have to tell you all, because you know. You already know. The white man is at the top, then the white woman, then the Black man, and then who you got? And then on top of all of that, you want to call us angry? We're not angry. We're fighting to be heard. So there just needs to be a little bit more patience here and a little bit more understanding to this dynamic that we all have created as Americans, and we need to respect people's position in this dynamic and have a little bit more compassion for how people are expressing their position in this dynamic. That's simply what it is. It's an expression of our position in this dynamic that we call the United States of America. We're last, and we just want to be heard. We want to be respected, and we want to be able to evolve. We want to be able to evolve and serve and do what we're supposed to do and live our divine purpose just like everyone else. So when we come across and be straightforward with you all, stop saying we're angry, because we're really not. Did I lose anybody there? Okay, you're still with me. Great. So, this country has such a huge hang up on race, which is something that's not even real, that has been created. It's been created by man. It has such a huge hang up on race. Everything is classified by race. Everything, when a person first looks at you, the first thing they see is what color you are. That is such an unfortunate world to live in. That's a very unfortunate world when a person doesn't see you, the individual who you are on the inside, but they look at you and the first thing they say is, oh, well, that's a Black person. And then now what we have to do As Black people, what we have to do, we have to then work to jump over the hurdles in your mind that you put on us because we're Black. So now I gotta prove that I'm not dumb. Now I gotta prove that I'm artistic. Now I gotta prove that I can act. Now I gotta, so we're working to prove. Whereas people, non-Black, they don't have to work to prove. The benefit of the doubt is given. So when you live in a world where the benefit of the doubt is given, and you live in a world where there is no benefit of the doubt at all for you, you're going to be aggressive. Because you have to fight to be heard, and you have to fight to be understood, and you have to work to prove yourself. So it does us no service for our Black men to say we're angry. It does no service for us, for you all to say that we're angry. Because that is, you're letting us down. Don't do that. Don't let us down. Okay? So, but I'm not going to get too much into that. Like I said, we're going to talk about that in part 2. But I'm glad that you joined in today for part 1. I really enjoyed discussing this today. It's just one of those things that I really wanted to get off my chest. Really wasn't comfortable with how to present it, but I just wanted to do it anyway because I think it's a great conversation that we need to have. I would love if you all would leave a comment and give me your thoughts about the angry Black woman. Not defending the angry Black woman. I'm simply defining. I'm defining what you all have labeled as the angry Black woman. I'm defining it for you and attempting to give it texture. And that's what I hope that I did today, was give that quote, the angry Black woman, a little bit of texture for you so you can understand a little bit better hearing it from the words, hearing it from the mouth of a Black woman. Okay, so what do we have to do? Oh, like, subscribe, share, right? Like, subscribe, share, that's what we have to do. Get ready for 2021. So I'm going to be closing out the year talking about some of the things that I really wasn't comfortable talking about earlier in the year. And this is one of those subjects. So I'm glad you guys joined me today. Stick around for, look for part 2. Oh, and remember, if you did not ever get the chance to buy my book, Unlock the Mystery of Love, now is the best time to go ahead and get my book. It is on Amazon.com and Lulu.com. You can also follow me on all social media platforms at Donna E. Knight on Instagram and Facebook. If you want to get more information about me, what I do, my books, motivational speaking, you can go to my website, www.donnaeknight.com. All right, it was great. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.
Yeah.